Alright, I thought we'd take the chance to just have a little recap, see where we're at first of all. So I'm going to play this. I've played around with the arrangement a little bit, just to highlight the different, or show off the different sounds so they're not conflicting. So we've got the intervals and then the pad lead, which I've applied the auto filter to. Bring in our deep throbber bass line maybe here. So I haven't coloured it brown, breaking my own rules. Sounds good. I like that D in the interval. It gives you a real different jump off point for the next section, whatever that will be. But I'm going to share something with you. I think this track needs something else. I think it needs a penguin tap dancing in treacle. Now, you just did not think I was going to say that, did you? Not at all. And you're probably thinking, I've lost my mind, but trust me, I haven't. It's a certain, I'm being silly, but it's a certain texture that it could really use. There's something in the drums. All sound is obviously on a frequency range, and there are certain sounds that you can pop out where there might be something lacking in the track, and I can hear it in my head. So I'm just going to create the empty MIDI region that I want. This, by the way, is the ESP, one of Logic's oldest synths. One of my favorites. It's in hundreds of tracks, some of them by me, and it's got a very characteristic sound. It's been around since, well, God knows when, but it's still a great synth, and it's based around these 6 oscillators here. A triangle, a sawtooth, a rectangle, and then 2 sub-oscillators based on the rectangular wave. And you might just be able to see that they have a -1 and a -2, which means that they're -1, -2 octaves below the rest of the oscillators, and they're great for thickening up the sound. And then finally you get this, the noise oscillator, which is one of my favorite parts of this synth. So let me just make some noise with this. I know what you're thinking. It doesn't sound like a penguin tap dancing in treacle at all. You'd be absolutely right. That's what I'm going to use the noise wave for. Getting it a little bit. Just want to add some stereo delay on a certain pattern. Now we're getting there. Need some EQ. By the way, if you press double-click EQ on this thumbnail here, it will automatically pop up a channel EQ, which is really handy, as it's one of the most used plugins. I want to just highlight these low highs. And by the way, don't be nervous about making big fat EQ curves and dips. As long as you get the sound where you want it, that's the main thing. There's no right or wrong to this. Okay, that works. I think I'm going to introduce Bit Crusher, which I've not used yet in this track. But it basically crushes things up. It reduces the bit rate. That's pretty good. I'm just going to stick my usual gain on the bottom. kind of like a subtle push effect in amongst the rest of the drums. Doesn't sound like much when it's in there, but when you take it out, you kind of miss that counter rhythm. Well, I do anyway. Okay, so that's how you do a resonant, noise filtered, envelope controlled penguin tap dancing in treacle. As this is about percussive synthesis, I'm going to do another ESP. Let's make it a bit smaller. And we're going to use the noise wave again. This time what I want to do is create a kind of shimmery skitter hat, kind of stereo hats really. Okay, something like that. Of course it helps if you get the wrong length. Yeah, I know, once again, it doesn't sound like a hi-hat, but it will do. We're just going to use the noise filter, which is a great way to get certain percussive effects. Take the resonance down. Increase the frequency. We want it up highs really. Put some overdrive on for bite. Not too much chorus because I want the stereo delay to do the work on this one. And then I'm going to add in the stereo delay. So increase the feedback. I'm going to make the second hat a little bit lower in velocity. We can do some work on the EQ. Okay, it sounds good there. Good there. And something kind of nasty and sibilant there. So I'm just gonna duck the frequencies there. Raise them otherwise. Go hard, low shelf as well. And this will also probably sound quite good compressed against the side chain. Take some attack off that so it doesn't bite quite as much. Let me just take a little bit of the attack off that as well. Let's try it. The final thing I might add is the exciter, which is basically frequency controlled harmonic distortion. Okay, so now we have some kind of bitey synthetic percussion. You know what colour they are. Alright, cool. I will see you in the next video where we're going to start adding in some transition effects.